Let me take you back to Sudan, 2019. Not a war zone in the classic sense, but a boiling point for decades of frustration, courage, and hope. For 30 years, Omar al-Bashir ruled Sudan with an iron fist. He came to power back in 1989 after a military coup, and his regime was marked by civil wars, especially in Darfur, crushing economic hardship, corruption, and relentless repression. Things hit a breaking point in December 2018. It started as a protest in the city of Atbara, when bread and fuel prices suddenly shot up. Simple anger over empty wallets quickly caught fire, spreading from town to town, city to city. But it wasn't just about food or gas anymore. It was a demand for something bigger: freedom, peace, and justice. Sudan's youth, especially women, took charge of the movement, marching through the streets chanting and demanding a life worth living. President Bashir tried to hold on, but the pressure was overwhelming. After months of mass demonstrations, the military stepped in, removing Bashir from power on April 11, 2019. General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and the Transitional Military Council took charge. But here's the thing. The people weren't fighting for another uniform. They wanted real change, not just a new face at the top. So the sit-ins and protests rolled on, right outside Army headquarters in Khartoum. Then came the darkest chapter, June 3, 2019, the Khartoum massacre. Security forces violently broke up the sit-in, killing over 100 people and injuring countless others. The world watched in horror as the hopes of a nation seemed to drown in blood. But the Sudanese wouldn't back down. Their resilience forced the generals to the table. By August, the military and civilian leaders struck a deal, a power-sharing agreement. It wasn't perfect, but it was historic. Together, they formed the Sovereignty Council with both army officers like General al-Burhan and civilian figures working side by side. For the first time in decades, a civilian prime minister, Abdallah Hamdok, an economist, took the reins of government, tasked with leading Sudan toward democracy over the next 39 months. But if you're hoping for a happy ending, not so fast. In October 2021, the military staged another coup, tossing the power-sharing deal out the window. Chaos returned, and by 2023, rival generals, General al-Burhan and Mohammed Hamdan Hemedi Dagalo, were at war, plunging Sudan into another devastating conflict. So, what does Sudan's 2019 uprising teach us? That the fight for freedom is never easy. It's messy, heartbreaking, and unfinished. But it's also proof that ordinary people can stand up to power and change the course of history.